What's up, Rooster Nation? We're back. Another episode of the podcast, here to discuss a radical new idea that has entered my mind. Actually, someone gave it to me. I have a buddy who's staying here. He works in digital marketing, digital advertising, and he's proposed a crazy idea to me that all of my digital advertising is a colossal waste of time and money. Hard pill to swallow, because as you've heard me talk about, I'm leaning into digital advertising heavily, right? I have the 4 pillars of my content strategy. I have my organic content. I have my digital ads. I have my retargeting ads. And then I have a media PR element that I'm trying to work on. And here is the argument that he made. Digital ads for most people, digital ads for small businesses are very ineffective. And the way you can capitalize them if you are a small business, right, is if you have an e-commerce platform where they can hit shop now, or you're in a local area and you're driving traffic to your store. Right, what am I doing? I'm in a spread out market, right? The Whole Foods Mid-Atlantic region spreads across many states. I have the addresses in there, of all the Whole Foods, and I'm targeting within a mile of it. And I'm trying to run ads about the brand to just build a brand awareness campaign to get them to go buy it in the store. But his argument is that for a small business of my size, my budget is nowhere near big enough to make any kind of sizable dent. And that a lot of the benefits of digital advertising, especially when you don't have an e-commerce strategy, are really lost on small companies. Hard pill to swallow. Is it true or not? I don't know. Let's look at the data, right? I've been running digital ads for a couple months now in the Whole Foods Mid-Atlantic region. Have I seen a distinctive, measurable lift in sales? No, I have not. Certainly nothing that could be attributed to the ads, right? And even if I look at my reach, right? Let's say I reach, a couple 100,000 people. I look at the frequency. How many times did they see the ad? Maybe 1 to 2 times each person. I don't know if it's a big enough budget to make a dent, right? I'm concerned that for what I'm trying to do, I would need to have hundreds of thousands of dollars, probably millions of dollars to run a successful marketing campaign, to run a brand awareness campaign that'll drive trial in the grocery store, right? They got to see the ad and go to the grocery store. So what am I going to do? I don't know. It's had me thinking that maybe I should drastically reduce not that it's that high to begin with, but reduce my digital advertising spend, continue to do it so I can continue to hone, my better ads, right? What is, lower cost per clicks, lower cost per landing pages, all of that, to just try to get better performance metrics on my ads, but not invest so much money in them, and maybe invest more in my sampling program and, putting that money more towards the media effort, right? Because I do think that without the power of positive publicity, this brand is never going to take off, right? We need people talking about it. They need to be talking about Rooster and Lark, talking about how it's helping them solve their problems. And, I don't have the money to buy my way to that. And there's no doubt that an effective media strategy is going to be very essential for me to have success. So I'm wondering if I should just maybe roll back my digital advertising program and at least keep my budget the same, and maybe just drastically cut down the number of stores, right? Let's take my 5 best performing stores and see if we can get it to drive results in those stores. So I don't know, but he just got me thinking that for what I'm doing, right? I'm not saying digital ads are bad for your business. You've heard me talk about this. If you have a shelf stable product or a refrigerated product that doesn't require dry ice, you have to be running digital ads to your e-commerce store with the Shop Now button. But I don't have that. I have no multi-channel strategy. This is a grocery store product. It's not for convenience stores. It has to be somewhere where there's a frozen case. It's not for airports. It's, not for yoga studios. It can only be in the grocery store. I have no multi-channel strategy. There is no e-commerce, strategy. I was just talking to my buddy. I was saying I've been offering some free shipping ads, right? Use code EGGS for free shipping. And he was, but what is shipping? Without that code, shipping is $30, right? And I will lose so much money if I actually had an effective e-commerce strategy that took off a free shipping code. I wouldn't be able to sustain it. I'd have to shut it down. And he just made the point that even if it's effective, are customers really going to make a repeat purchase with a $30 shipping tag? Probably not. You look at what's happening with shipping. Everyone's got free shipping. Amazon Prime, that's the obvious example. But even most food products have free shipping because they're just putting it in a box and they can absorb the cost of shipping or have it built into the model. But I just don't know. So it's got me thinking, it's got me questioning if I should pull back on digital marketing and save that money and invest it in other things. And not stop my digital marketing, but just, with a lower budget to keep tweaking my metrics. So I don't know. Give me your thoughts. I would love to hear some feedback from my digital advertisers out there if you think what I'm doing is a waste of time and a waste of money in terms of the digital ads. So just some thoughts I got. No clear answers. It just brings me back to the immense challenge that is Rooster and Lark, right? Not only is it a frozen product, but it needs to be kept 100% frozen on dry ice. You have to go add eggs at home, so it's not a C-store product. It's just, there's no multi-channel strategy, right? It's grocery, natural, conventional, specialty. That's it. So that's all I got, Rooster Nation. Let me know your thoughts. And I've just been sitting with that. Now I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with my digital advertising budget. So Rooster out. I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.